What is going on, dudes? My name is Otto13 and welcome to our team prep for a week 7 match against the Boston Buizels. I am listening to music live because I wanted to wear my Astros for my first video using them. Oh my gosh, I'm so hyped. I'm recording this on Tuesday, the day I got them. They're so freaking awesome. Get Astros, you should. Anyway, I'm going to be going over the team that I built. I built this week by myself for the Boston Buizels, and I should actually, pull up their team. Nobody's ever gonna hold me down. The night is young and we're free. Alright, so sorry about that. Anyways, we're gonna start off here with Dakota, who is running Assault Vest, Serene Grace, Air Slash, Dazzling Gleam, Flamethrower, and Extrasensory Air Slash. It's a very powerful stab move. It'll hit Pokemon like that Hawlucha, the Emboar for super effective damage. It'll do a decent amount. It'll also hit the Ludicolo for super effective damage. It'll do a decent amount to everything but the Kabutops and the Heliolisk. Even still, it'll probably do a lot to both of them just because they got kind of meh defenses. But yeah, Dazzling Gleam is another powerful stab move. It'll do a lot of damage to that Hawlucha once again. It'll do pretty decently against the Emboar, and it'll do super effective damage against the Noivern. I just realized I'm not wearing my Kansas City Nidokings shirt. Sorry, don't have time to look for it. Anyway, it's all good. Doesn't matter. Anyways, Flamethrower is here because this guy's got a Mega Caesar. We battled Sharp last week, who had the regular Caesar, and now we have a Mega Caesar. So I'm bringing Flamethrower on her just because he probably won't expect me to leave this thing in against the Caesar, and I hit it with the Flamethrower and you're freaking gone, buddy. Anyway, an Extrasensory is just because it'll be good for the Hawlucha, the Emboar, and it'll hit a couple things. It'll hit everything else for neutral damage except for that Caesar. So everything else will get hit fairly decently from it, so that's the reason I'm running it on it. That and Air Slash will be good against the Azumarill if he brings that in against me. As you see, I am running max HP, a little bit in special attack, and then a lot in physical defense. Since I am running Assault Vest, I wanted to put a lot in physical defense because he's got a lot of physical threats, such as that Mega Caesar, the Azumarill, the Hawlucha. Hippowdon is typically physical. I've never seen a special Hippowdon, I'm gonna be honest. The Kabutops, the Emboar, and those are his physical threats. All the rest can be special threats, but that is the reason I'm doing that in Assault Vest, just so I can take a few special hits, because nothing on his team I'm really scared of, because there's no poison or steel type Pokemon that jump out at me that I can see that would have a move to counter me really good. So Dakota will be very, very key against this match. We're also running Bold to boost defense, because I don't need my physical attack, obviously because I'm a Togekiss. Next up, we have Ravager, the Mega Pinsir. So we're running Pinsir because we have to, obviously, because this is our Mega. Return is a very powerful move, and it becomes a flying type move once we Mega Evolve, which is very, very nice. That Return does a lot of damage. I don't think anything on his team, except for the Heliolisk and Kabutops, resists the flying type stab. And nothing on his team wants to take it anyway. Neither of those Pokemon want to actually take it. So yeah, Swords Dance, so if I get the chance to set up, I can get Swords Dance up, and I can have a lot more attack power and do a lot more damage. Quick Attack is a very nice priority move. I can outspeed the Azumarill, which will most likely have Aqua Jet. Mega Caesar will probably have Bullet Punch, because most Caesars do, being honest, and I don't really know what other priority moves the rest of his team gets, but Meowstic I know has Prankster, so that'll be something to watch out for. But Earthquake is just there because, I can hit the Emboar with it, I can hit the Heliolisk with it, and the Heliolisk doesn't take the super effective damage from the turn anyway, so that'll be very nice to hit that with. Mega Caesar takes neutral damage from it. Obviously, the Hawlucha and the Noivern are unaffected by it, so I have to watch out for that. But other than that, I'm not really too scared. Earthquake should be very, very nice. I have a really good matchup against the Boston's team. Next, we move on to Meow. I'm really glad that Josh told me to draft this thing, because this thing is coming so clutch for my team over the amount of time that we've been doing the DBL. I'm really glad that I drafted it. So, it's got leftovers because I want to be bulky, and then Aura Sphere because Aura Sphere is a pretty powerful fighting type move. It'll hit Pokemon like, the Heliolisk and the Kabutops are super effective damage. Nothing like the Noivern and the Meowstic resist it. So does the Azumarill and Hawlucha. Nothing else resists it. So it's just a pretty decent move. I didn't really want to run Focus Blast because I didn't run a Risk and Miss just in case on the Kabutops or whatever. So Psychic is a very powerful stab move that I can hit. The Hawlucha and the Emboar take super effective damage from it. Nothing else really wants to take it except for that Mega Caesar, but nothing else will want to take that. I mean, the Meowstic male can probably take that as well, but other than that, Psychic's a very good move to have. Sludge Wave is for if he decides to bring in that Azumarill in against me, then I have an easy counter to knock it out, because Steel wouldn't be super effective against it because it's it resisted because of its water typing. So Sludge Wave is just very powerful special poison type move. And then Surf, because I want to be able to hit that Emboar, because that Emboar seems to be one of my biggest issues with this team. That's the one main thing I had a lot of trouble countering, but yeah, that's why I'm running Surf. So I am running a max special attack, 208 in HP, and then the rest in speed. I want to just have a little bit of speed just in case I can outspeed, like get ahead of a few of his things, but probably everything that I would love to outspeed. I mean, there's nothing on his team that I really need to outspeed, that's the thing, so I didn't really focus on that. I decided to go modest so I can do a lot more, I can hit a lot harder when it comes to special moves, so, and then HP because I want to be able to live attacks. I decided to go leftovers rather than Assault Vest. I'm probably gonna go on Assault Vest, but I don't really need, so I'd rather have the HP recovery. So, pretty cool stuff. Next we go to Rosbuton, who's also a Pokemon I'm really glad I picked up because it's been very helpful because of its vast moveset. So we are running another Assault Vest one. Last week we ran Choice Specs, or excuse me, Choice Scarf, but we were running Assault Vest today. I got Natural Cure. Obviously, if I get burned or something like that, or paralyzed, I can swap out and swap back in and I'll be cured of it. Meowstic is really the only Pokemon that I'm expecting any sort of status move from, because it's really the only one that would ever run that. Like, I know that on my Meowstic I like to run Thunder Wave, so that is one of the reasons that I have Natural Cure. Well, I mean, it doesn't have that great abilities other than that anyway. But Giga Drain is a very powerful stab move. It'll hit Pokemon like the Azumarill for super effective damage, the Hippowdon, the Politoed, Ludicolo will hit neutral for a decent amount of damage, absolutely destroys the Kabutops. Sludge Bomb is very nice because of that Azumarill. I can also, actually, Hippowdon, Mega Caesar, and Kabutops are the only Pokemon that resist it on this team. So, nothing really wants to take the Sludge Bomb. So, Sludge Bomb is very nice. Dazzling Gleam is obviously for that the Noivern, so it can hit that Noivern extremely hard if he decides to leave the Noivern in, or swap in the Noivern on this Pokemon. And then, Dazzling Gleam will also hit the Hawlucha for super effective damage. It'll hit the Emboar for neutral. So that is the reason I'm running that. Hidden Power Water, you're probably wondering, why are you doing that? And that's just for that Emboar. So if he leaves the Emboar in here against me, I definitely do not want to take that. I'm thinking about running Life Orb, but I'm also just kind of on the fence about it. I'm thinking Assault Vest is a better idea because he's got a few special threats, but you know what? I want to do Life Orb because I need Life Orb on this team. So we're going to run Life Orb, and then HP Water is obviously for that Emboar, as I just said. And yeah, it'll hit a few of his Pokemon for decent damage other than that. But I am running a max special attack, max speed nature, or max speed, and then I am running a modest nature so I can hit a lot, super freaking hard in special attack. As you see, I need to adjust these IVs because I got messed up again, but running 383 in special attack, which is freaking awesome. And yeah, so it's gonna hit extremely hard. Next up we have Perdra. So I was debating between Perdra and Sigma, but I decided on Perdra just because of the waterfall and the outrage. I mean, I don't really know what I'm talking about. So I was planning on running a bulky Latias this week rather than my normal attacking one. So what I decided to do on this one is make this thing a attacker because it has less weaknesses than whatever you call it, even though that Azumarill is still a big problem. But as you see, I'm running Scope Lens, Sniper, and Focus Energy, so if I can get some crits, that'd be freaking awesome. Waterfall is because it's probably the highest power physical water type move that Perdra can learn. Dragon Dance because it's a very nice move. I didn't get my speed and attack up, so I can outspeed a good amount of things and not have to worry too much. Outrage is because it's a very powerful stab move, and I need to, it would help me against a lot of other Pokemon. So, Very nice. And then Focus Energy, because obviously I want to get the Focus Energy up so then Sniper can power up my crits, and then Scope Lens can boost the amount of crits that I get, which is very, very nice. So, as you see, we're running kind of a weird EV spread. We put 16 in HP just so I can hopefully live a few more hits. I put 116 attack because I want to be able to hit really hard, because nothing on his team, except for that Zumero, really wants to switch in against this thing. So, I mean, I suppose the Mega Caesar would be okay against it, but nothing else really wants to swap into it. So, I'm running also Bold, or not Bold, excuse me, Impish, because I don't need my special attack for this match, and boosting my defense stat, so I can hopefully live a few more physical hits, especially from, you know, the Zoomerl and whatnot. So I did decide to max out its special defense, because of the one thing on his team that really scared me was that Noivern, just because Noivern's got, you know, Dragon Pulse or Draco, and I wanted to be able to possibly live one, so I decided to max out its special defense. Maybe it'd be a good idea to max out, to give it a, Rash nature. I think it's Rash. No, it's the opposite of Rash, whatever that is. I can't think about that right now, but it's all good. So that is why we are running what we are on Perdra here. And our final Pokemon is Brainchild, so once again, we're running a physical Brainchild. Yeah, we're running Leftovers, obviously, because I want to be able to get some HP back and live a couple attacks. Fire Punch is because Fire Punch will be really helpful against that Mega Caesar. The Ludicolo really doesn't want to take it. The Heliolisk will get pretty hurt by it, so nothing really wants to take that Fire Punch. That's the thing. Stealth Rocks would be very nice, even though no one on his team except for that Noivern takes 25%. It'd be very nice to get to swap-ins and just do a lot of damage over time, because I don't think anything on his team can actually get Defog, unless Noivern learns it by breeding, and I don't even think he'd run it on, you know, Noivern, and nothing on his team, it looks like, gets Rapid Spin. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. U-Turn is, it'll hit a few of his Pokemon. It won't really do a lot of damage, but it'll help me because I'll be able to, like, turn out and get and do another Pokemon that would help me better than that. And then Zen Headabout, because it's a very powerful, physical Psychic type move. It'll hit Pokemon like the Hawlucha and the Emboar for super effective damage. Nothing on his team, except for that Mega Caesar, actually wants to take it. The Meowstic will not take it very well. So, pretty cool stuff. Now, as you see, we're running 68 in HP, 40 in attack, and then we're running 200 in each defense stat. And I'm mostly running Animate so I can hit harder. I want to be able to live hits from both sides, and I didn't really want to run Assault Vest or anything like that, because I wanted to be able to use Stealth Rock. So, that is why we're running what we are on Brainchild here. So, very nice stuff. That is our team. I'm really nervous for this match, but I think we can pull out a win against this guy, because our team matches up very, very nicely against his. So, I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, a like is always appreciated. And if you want to pick up a Kansas City Nidokings merch, link is in the description below to the t-shirt shop. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, and yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Let's go Nidokings!